Hello there gang, DD DeVere here, just playing a little bit of Mortificatio. As we endeavour to inquire, is this game worth your money, or more importantly, is it worth your time? Well, let's find out, shall we? So setting wise, this is a Unity game, so there is an exterior launcher for a few graphic options presets, but outside of that, not a great lot else apart from the language here. Don't know if that affects the audio acting in game or not. I'm unsure. So what I shall do is I shall start a new game. One small thing, it has actually got checkpoint based saves, so you don't need to play this one in a sitting. This is very nice. So what I shall do is I shall hit start a new game, and I shall skip all the introduction, and we shall be also skipping quite a bit of dialogue in this game, as they do like to chinwag. Not always a bad thing, but we shall find out once we get in game. So I shall do that now, and I shall see you guys and gals in game. The visuals, I've definitely seen this asset pack a few times. It is Unity. The lighting's nice, and the audio effects and the audio ambience are pretty well done. I also noticed there's quite a few performance. I don't know if it's come out in the video recording or not, but a lot of FPS drops in this game, and I've only set the visuals to the preset of good, which it did say recommended.
So, I'll tell you the first part of the story. Once upon a time, in a small town, in a baker's family, a boy was born, named Elok.
Elok, that's it. We're basically recreating the story of Elok, I think. I'm not 100% sure. So the voice acting, it's definitely interesting. I mean, it's there, and that's always good. It does have some sort of quite funky effects like this, changing the lighting. So we can now see what this solution to our puzzle is. Need the moon at 2 o'clock, everything else at 3 o'clock. Control-wise is easy enough. You can either use your arrow keys or WASD to navigate. Then you left-click on something to turn it one way, and right-click to turn it the other. That's also quite nice by and large, but also notice it's very easy to lose track of the crosshair at times. And outside of that, yeah, you don't get a lot else. And there we go, our first puzzle is solved. And onwards we go with our quest. To decipher the puzzle of Elok.
Welcome, wanderer. I am the sun.
And I, his sister, the moon.
We switch shifts, keeping an eye on everything around here.
And we're omniscient in our realm.
Yeah, again, I'll keep skipping. Basically, it's just to tell you can only do one puzzle at a time. Well, you can't. I suppose theoretically I could switch between the puzzles that are coming up, but I don't think you'd really gain anything by it. That's easy enough. That's the that. Then it's the one with the. Then it's the 4. Then it's the snake. So this so far is all fairly straightforward. We can see what we've got to line it up to. We must align the planets. The first real big criticism of this game is just sort of how dull and plodding it is. I think it's that one next. And I think it's that one there. Then it's the one with the arrow, not the crosses. And then it's I think we said it was the 4 and then the snake. It's all easy enough. So far, so good. There's the... And there we go. Then there's the snake. Now, makes no difference really which way we rotate it. So, fair enough. Are they just not lined up enough, or did I get those two mixed up? Let's just quickly switch them around and find out. And the one out the dot. Ah, there it was. It was my user error. It was actually supposed to be. I wonder what happened if I... No, I'll find out later. I was wondering what would happen if I walked off the edge. So by and large, puzzles aren't overly complicated up until one point, which we will probably see in this video, because I've never finished this game in the end. We'll see for why soon enough.
While watching his own family, Hilak realized the very essence of man. He alone has enough might and wisdom to change form and matter. His mind is capable of taming nature.
It's basically the exact same puzzle.
From the ground cultivated with human hands grows weed.
Alright, so that symbol there, the downward pointing arrow, this runs 1, 2, 3 and 4 that way. I believe it's this one. Then what's next? What are you?
The wind, tamed by man, grinds seeds into flour.
Hang on, seeds into flour?
From the ground cultivated with human hands grows weed.
This is from the ground, so that's wind, so that's this next one. Which way up? That was pointing upright. Which one are you?
Water gives flour form, thickening it into dough. Begotten by human, fire makes dough solid and ends the transformation.
Right, so the upright, upwards facing one should be the last one, because that dough makes bread. And then this makes this the downward facing one if things are all completely correct. There we go, they are.
This is how bread is made. Bread that keeps man alive. Ruling.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not terrible voice acting. They've put a lot of it in. It's sort of not great either, I'm afraid.
Hello, Major. And one more life's mystery revealed to him. Love.
Still, Ella. Soon, Ella. How do I find out? Me and my.
Yes, yes. A bit of dialogue.
Yesterday's evening, I almost finished dealing with all these signs. But in the morning, I realized everything got mixed up in my head.
See how easy it is to miss things in this game. There's not a lot of things to pick up. You do have an inventory, but you don't directly interact with it in any meaningful way. We can basically turn these 3 dials. And we must get this lined up somewhere. No, right, let's find something that fits there. Could be it. Ah, it looks. Oh no, that looks much better. Don't know how tight you've actually got to be. Something that fits with those 2 there. Oh no, hang on. Yep, that looks fairly close. Hopefully this is right, so then we should just have to find that bottom part there. Is this not it? It seems not. Right, fair enough. That's definitely got to be that one there at the top, isn't it? That definitely, those 2 combined together. Ah, what about this one? Because that looks like a split there. Hopefully we can just whiz this around till it there we go, just like that. There's some oddities in the puzzles. You see that star sign? I think we're supposed to replicate that here in this. I think that's what we're replicating, I'm guessing, but that surely means there's got to be 3 dots at the end, but there's only 2. That's my imagination. And that's just a random one. So, some oddities in the puzzles as well. Right, so we've got an M there. Funky sort of A-R shape there. Question mark there. What looks like a T and a 4 there. Alright. There's the T and the 4. There's the M. There's the funky A and the R. There's my question mark gone. Hopefully this should be that. And that should be this. So by and large, there's nothing overly complicated. Perhaps the most one of the complicated puzzles is turning up here now with this one. I should explain why once we get the dialogue over.
I remember precisely that yesterday, when I was almost finished, 2 stones were lying between a red stone and the 4th symbol on the right side. I almost remember that first sign from the list has to be placed on the right from the second one, and the 3rd sign might have been on the right from the first one. Recently we talked about qualities of magnesium with our teacher. I still can't remember which color it has in its natural state, but surely not white.
The first sign has to be beside the 4th sign. Because normally with these picking truth type order things, you normally only have to interact with one side, but here they actually have the symbols and the rocks. So, right, I keep over clicking by it. Now it's number 4. So number 2 is number 1. Means number 2 is number 1 there. I think it's just this one that's changing now. No, and this one. So I used a sort of high level sort of strategy of deep logic to solve this one. I checked a search engine to find out what the colour of sort of things are. Because that calls it magnesia, but I'm assuming it's meant to be magnesium. Because magnesia is white, of course. Which way round was it? Have I made a mistake? Red one. Doesn't help the colours of these stones is almost identical with each other. Oh, yeah, no, it's my fault. That end one should have been white. I mean, Tartarus is the name of a Greek god, so but using these 3 I was able to figure out the colours, and then as the clue is good enough to figure out what the symbol sign should be. But yeah, it's very, very clumpy. Just like the movement speed, as you've probably noticed, we're not exactly tanking along here.
Like I'm him.
We are him. Figured that out hours ago. I'm definitely going to be skipping a lot of dialogue here. And there's something to pick up at the back here. I don't know if this makes any bearing having it or not. And also this puzzle here is very odd because you don't actually have to get the answer right that we're about to answer. I'm going to skip through a ton of dialogue on this one.
What made you go? I am looking for sure. Down you. I'll let one lay the old I'm so with a rice it turned. Now I go on with it. A man had really. It was the middle son who became an astronomer. You solved my puzzle. Alex, the next one after it.
Yeah, tell me later. Yeah, I got it wrong the first time, so I restarted from the checkpoint, which was back with that brick puzzle thing, the magnesium puzzle. Because I thought maybe the reason I was stuck was because I'd answered that puzzle wrong, you see. You'll see, this is... Basically, I've never, as I say, this is the puzzle that I've given up on. And I've just called it a day for this game. Let's pick up our torch. Oh no, we're locked in. What to do? Oh, excellent. There's some sort of puzzle here. What the puzzle is, I've no idea, to be honest with you. We can slide things around. This is where that system becomes quite irritating. You can't just put it on the... Oh, that's how you can't put it on the pivot point. You have to directly keep it on the bar, which means if you release again, you don't move your mouse around with it. You keep having to flick back and forth, which don't make it easier. So my first thought, of course, was like, all right, it's something to connect, to make sure, like, you know, the signs have to all connect through. Like those two seem to connect together there. That was my first thought. There, that looks good. Oh, didn't mean to move that one. Something along those lines. Make sure there's a bar connecting every symbol. That was my first thought, but that is not it, as you see. So then the next thought as well. It's problem is it's something to do with these notches, because you'll notice there's no real direct indicator anywhere around here as to hint. You know, as it's some sort of having to use these notches to highlight a particular sign. And there's a load of combinations if that is the solution. There really is. If they're like, you know, they all start from a set point, and I tried the obvious ones, the corner points. This is where not being able to see that crosshair becomes rather irritating, to say the least. And you guys and gals out there have probably looked at it already and thought, oh, Devere, you thickie, it's just that. It's basic stuff. But I'm afraid I ain't seeing it. So, yeah, so I thought I could either keep on going and try and brute force it, assuming that is what I'm after, or I could just stop. I could give up and go and play one of the thousands of other games available to me on Steam. And so that was the solution. That was my solution to this puzzle. I just give up and went and played something better. Between the dull, plodding, slow pace of the game, the staggering gait, to say the least, and sort of rather tedious puzzle elements so far. And you know, if you've seen other videos on my channel, you know I don't mind your puzzle game. I'm not a hardcore puzzle player by any means. Things like The Room and all that, love all those kind of things. But this just broke down my will. I'm sure there's something obvious that I'm just not seeing, but that's the problem. I'm not seeing it. And I suppose I could go and cheat and just go check a walkthrough on the internet, but I'm really not that invested enough in the story of Elowok to care. I'm really not. So I'm going to give this one a miss from this point on. This is where I'm quitting it. I like the interface. I like the overall ambience and effects. It's nice that they've taken the effort to put the voice acting in, even if it isn't the greatest. But by and large, the dull plodding and this is just like, yeah, I'm done. That's my taxi calling sort of thing. So I think we'll conclude our dealings here, gang. If you do know what the answer is, please let me know in the comments. I'd be quite interested to know. It's the fact that at least like these cheap low-end Unity games, you can come back to it and save and replay later. That's also a bonus, but not bonus enough for me, gang. So anyway, all, thanks for taking the time to watch the video. I hope you found it useful and entertaining in some way. And as ever, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to let me know you're alive. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.